The Tattersalls December foal sale concluded on Saturday after a week which saw a record-breaking third session and the highest price achieved for a filly foal anywhere in the world this year. The final session saw two offerings by Showcasing reach the top price of 120,000 guineas. Lot 1166, a colt from Friar Ing stud, added to the standout week enjoyed by the Whitsbury Manor stud sire, whose progeny averaged over 86,000 guineas for the week. Bought by Roger O'Callaghan, the colt out of Duchess Dora, a mare who was purchased at Tattersalls last year for 40,000 guineas, registered a notable success for Mark Johnston's operation.
I have a few nominations to horses I trained, and I bought this mare last year to go to the Last Lion with the Showcasing foal in the belly, and that's what we've been doing for a few years. When we had a nomination to Shamardal before, try and buy appropriate mares to go to these horses, and it's worked out well in this case. I simply look, when I'm looking to buy the mares, I'm looking at whether I'll have the progeny on my list when it's a yearling. So I keep it very, very simple. This one ticked all the boxes at the time, and it's proved to be the case here.
All done last time at 120.
Just a few lots earlier, a filly by the same sire also made 120,000 guineas when selling to Camas Park Stud. The filly, who hails from the further family of Irish Guineas winner Indian Haven, has been bought by the operation for resale next year and was bred by Rod Heim and Jared Bernstein and consigned by Jamie Relton.
Was bred by some long-standing clients of ours who I'm really pleased had a good result. She was very stylish, she had great movement to her, very elegant, and the sire is going from strength to strength, and she fully deserved to make the price she did. So really pleased for everyone involved. It's the long-standing clients who were thrilled, and she's gone to a good home, and let's hope she's lucky for them. And hopefully I'll then have a good career on the racetrack.
Another stallion to have seen notable racecourse success translate to the sales ring is No Nay Never, sire of the unbeaten Middle Park winner 10 Sovereigns, who averaged over 94,000 guineas for 6 foals sold this week. Lot 1207, a colt by the exciting young Coolmore stallion, sold to Tally Ho stud for 110,000 guineas, having been bred by Jim Carey, Philip Blake and the Premier Consignment's Peter Collier.
This fella, he's been an absolute star to do from day one. He was always a good foal and very simple to do, very straightforward horse, and everything has been 100% with him from day one. So we were hopeful, but we didn't think we'd get on that well. But it was great. We knew we were going well, but it was a bit special there just to get the extra few quid for him, so it was. He's been bought by Tally Ho, so I presume he'll be resold next year, and hopefully they get on really well with him and make plenty of money out of him, and we'd be absolutely thrilled if they make money out of him, and hopefully they will. And he's gone to a really good home, and they're big supporters of this market, and they're very, very important people to this whole game, so actually really thrilled to sell them the foal, so we are.
110,000 last time. Tally ho!
At the conclusion of the final session, on a week that saw record turnover, Tattersalls marketing director Jimmy George reflected on trade.
Overall, we'd have to be very satisfied with the Tattersalls December foal sale. The highest priced filly foal in the world this year, the 1.7 million guineas Galileo filly out of Purling. Record turnover for the December foal sale and a record average. I think these are statistics that we wouldn't necessarily have predicted coming into the week. There's an element of uncertainty surrounding the marketplace, but I think by and large the sale has defied those views, and it's been encouraging to see the robust trade that we've had all week, particularly at the top end of the market. The top end of the market has been as strong as ever. We've had more than 80 lots making 100,000 guineas or more, which is a record for this sale. I mean, interestingly, as recently as 2010, there were 38 foals sold at the December foal sale for 100,000 guineas or more. 8 years later, more than 80, more than double that number. And at the same time, the turnover has doubled as well, from 17.5 million in 2010 to pretty well 35 million this week. So all in all, there are a lot of positives. We'd have liked to have seen a higher clearance rate. It was down on last year's very good clearance rate. But The sector of the market that is of a concern is that lower sector, but the top of the market is as robust as ever, and we've had fantastic demand, not just from the pinhookers, who this is their domain. They work this sale tirelessly, and they're a hardy breed, and admiration goes out to them every year. But the vendors have brought the cream of the British and Irish foal crop to the December foal sale. Their faith in this sale as Europe's premier foal sale is rewarded year on year, and 2018 is no exception. Buyers from throughout the Gulf region, buyers from America, Australia, Japan, Spain as well, and France. So it's properly global trade, and reflecting the top end of the October yearling market as well, which was also record breaking. So I think the foal trade has very much mirrored the successes and some of the weaknesses in the yearling market. I mean, obviously a record-breaking December foal sale is a nice way to go into the breeding stock sale, which starts early on Monday morning. And again, as ever, it's the December mares sale is a showcase for the finest breeding stock to be found in Europe, and we look forward to welcoming an incredibly international cast of buyers as usual.